Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Plasma and I like things affordable. I made a mining bore, but as cheap as possible for survival. I needed it to be usable fast by having a trigger from the front like the ones I've designed, but I didn't want it to be too expensive. I want it to be something you can get fairly early on if you play your cards right, so that you don't have to wait too long to be able to get into mining bores. So let's get started. So right here, I have a mining bore that I have designed, and what this will do is it will push from back here. And it's actually not all that expensive. We're about to dissect it in a second, but all I have to do is hit the snow block, and it'll go. And we can see whether we've got diamonds or anything we're mining for right away, because we're able to stand here at the front. Some of the traditional mining board designs, you don't have that ability. You have to stand back in the back, and you have to go back and forth and go all the way and hit it, and it takes too long. And so to be able to mine quickly, we can do it this way. So, let's dissect it. So over here, you'll see a dissection. So we have our TNT runway. We have to use 3 pieces of ancient debris because these are pushable blocks that are not it's not destroyable by TNT. And so you can use any block you want here. I'm using cobblestone. Don't use glass. Have something that has sane blast resistance. And then we're going to put an observer here to these. Typical TNT runway put on most mining bores. And what we're going to do is we're going to have the duplicator. And this is the special part. So the special part is the rear push engine and forward trigger that I designed. And so what this will do is whenever you hit this, it's going to cause this to move forward by 1. It's a pretty typical design to do a little piece like this. But what we're going to do is we're going to chain that to another one that's on the offset on the other step, where the redstone is on the other side. And we're going to use an observer to connect the two. And then we can just pull an observer forward and hit this piston. And so this piston is going to float 1 block in between here and 1 block in between that. So let's build one. I have what you need to build one down below. So this is what you need for main parts. There's actually more that can fit on a hotbar, and the ones you want one of are right here. And so you need these and these. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off where we want to put our mining bore. And remember, you don't want to be up against the wall because it needs to move forward. If it doesn't move forward, you're going to end up with bad things happening with your TNT. So you need to have some kind of gap like this. So now I'm going to put an obsidian block, or any block down. Cobblestone will do. Put an observer down, put a sticky piston down, put a regular piston facing the other way. We're going to have a 1 block gap here, and then we're going to have an observer that's looking the other way. And what's going to happen is it's going to send a signal to this and cause this to move forward. And we're going to put on, in front of its face, we're going to put a cobblestone wall. And that's what we're going to set our TNT on. Now we need a dead coral fan on top of that, and a slime block. I've tried to limit how much slime you need for this, and I've got it down to 3 pistons, so that's 3 slime and 1 slime block. The slime block is important for the TNT to come sailing through. If you don't do that, you're going to have a bad day. And so now, let's switch over. We're going to have a cobblestone slab right here. Any kind of slab will do. And we are going to put any other block right here. It just needs to be solid. And then if you will recall, if you've watched my other videos or if you're familiar with TNT duplicators, in order to do a TNT duplicator, what you need to do is you need to prime it without priming it. And you do that, oh, wrong set, right here. You do that by putting a detector rail facing this way. And when this minecart's on it, it's primed, but it doesn't know it yet. So what we're going to do, give me a second, we're going to put, I found this is the easiest way to push it in. Just put a redstone block here and then put a piston like that. That's the fastest way to do that. And so that's the machine. So if we were to test it, you'll see that it already works. So if I had a piston here and I were to power it, we are already a go. And so I could put another piston here. And you can see that we've already got it working. Now beware that when you're mining with gravel, you don't want anything in front of it. So if gravel falls in front, you're going to have trouble. So make sure that nothing lands on top of your engine debris. So let's go ahead and build the other part. So this is the other part. So what we're going to do is we're going to have an observer that is facing this way, and we have a 1 block gap here between each of them. And then all we're going to have to do is hook it up to a piston pusher. I forget what you call these. It's like a flying machine that doesn't fly by itself, just moves 1 block. And so this little setup right here, and that'll do it. And now what we do is we put the leading forward piece on. And this is actually a little bit tricky because we need the observer to face this other way, and you don't want it to fire anything, so you can put it like this. But if I were to break this off, it would pull, and we don't yet want it to go. So what I'll do is I will break this, and then I'll put this on, and then I'll put it back. And so now, the final piece, you can put like so. And then you put your redstone block on top of this set. And that is all. So now we put our note block on and we're done. And when I put the note block on, it's going to go. So make sure when you put your note block on that you don't have anything obstructing it. See? I can hit it again. You should subscribe if you got this far. So like and comment and all that good stuff. Definitely subscribe. I've got a lot more things like this coming. I'm probably going to do some bigger ones, but I want to do some small ones that are easy and understandable for survival. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.